So if you're in a mortgage arrears and you don't know where to turn, you should seek a consultation with a PIP. It's free through the Abhaile scheme, which is specifically designed to help people who are overwhelmed with debt and don't know where to go. The Abhaile scheme was specifically launched to deal with people who are in mortgage arrears and can't cope with the pressure of debts. So if you're in arrears on your family home, please contact a PIP or contact MABS directly, who will advise you whether you qualify for the scheme. Once you meet your PIP and you go through your financial evidence, they will then contact your creditors, take away all the stress and all the pressure. They will go to court, get you a protective certificate, which gives 70 days for the PIP to negotiate with your creditors. They cannot contact you, they can't write you, they can't take legal action, and if they're in the process of taking legal action, they must cease immediately. So therefore you have the stress and the pressure taken off you immediately. And many people get letters from the bank which effectively threatens that they're going to lose their family home. In our experience, once they deal with a PIP, over 90% of people will stay in their family home, and we will deal with the other debts and write them off. Simply put, if you cannot afford to pay your debts as they fall due, you're technically insolvent, and that gives you the entitlement to seek protection under personal insolvency legislation and hopefully write off your debt. So if you have a debt problem, there's always a debt solution through the insolvency process. Many people, when they come into me, often ask, well, how much is this going to cost me? And often actually they don't come in because they feel it's going to be a cost. The Abhaile scheme has been specifically set up to give people free financial and legal advice to help them with dealing with their debts. Most people would think that the Abhaile scheme only covers your mortgage arrears. That's not true. What a PIP will do is he'll deal with the mortgage specifically, but equally he'll also deal with all your other creditors that you owe money to, and hopefully get a write-off of the debt. Up until now, lenders will want both parties in a separation or divorce to deal with the debt, and that often isn't possible. However, the courts have now ruled that lenders must deal specifically with each or every party in relation to the debt. So if you're divorced or separated, it's crucial you contact the PIP now to deal and get your arrangement in place. In a recent case, a couple from Swords contacted me, and they wanted me to deal with the debt. The wife and children were still in the home. However, the bank wanted all parties to sign and negotiate the terms. However, we were able to arrange that the wife stayed in the home, and we dealt with all the other debts and got them written down. People are understandably terrified once they get court proceedings and they have to go into court. But it's really important to note that the courts are obliged to adjourn a case if you want to seek a consultation with a PIP. The bank have to go through a process in order to take your home. It doesn't matter what stage you're at in relation to dealing with a PIP, whether it's at the end game, or you feel it's the end game, or it's at the start of the process. But I would encourage you to appoint a PIP early so as that we can deal with the matter and hopefully keep you in your home. Most people that we would deal with on a daily basis are afraid to open their post. What I would do is encourage you to open the post, but then contact a PIP or MABS through the Abhaile scheme. We will then take over, we will deal with your mortgage, hopefully secure the home and write off the other debts.